Alright there guys, and welcome back to another video. And today it is time for Let's Talk About Chainsaw Man, the Reze arc, released in 2025. Now, straight off the bat, I was not too terribly excited for this movie. I wasn't super excited for Demon Slayer Infinity Castle, but I was more excited for that movie than I was for this movie. So, when I watched this movie last week, I was just a little bit blown away on just how good it was. This movie was genuinely fantastic. Like, all the hype that was surrounding Infinity Castle in the first few days it was out in the West before I went to see it, it was almost unanimous praise. Whereas, of course, I said it wasn't the greatest thing I've ever seen. And when this movie came out, it was somewhat the same. It was unanimous praise. But this time round, I actually think the praise is very much warranted, because this is probably the best movie I have seen this year. Out of any movie that I've seen, and every movie that's come out this year that I've seen has been covered on the channel. But yeah, Chainsaw Man, the Reze arc might be the best, is the best movie I've seen this year. It is my movie of the year for 2025. So, the movie is, but guess, shocker, is about a brand new character introduced in this movie called Reze, who is the girl on the thumbnail that you will have clicked on. So, the movie has Denji and Makima basically go on a date to start with. Originally, Power grows some extra horns, and the horns she already had got bigger. So Makima asks to borrow her, and we don't see her again for the rest of the movie, and that's probably the only thing about the movie that I probably don't like. The fact that Power plays such a little role in this movie. She's in it for the first 10 minutes or so and then never see her again. And Denji ends up getting paired up with the Shark Fiend, who is voiced by the same voice actor that plays Tanjiro in Demon Slayer. So he's been very busy this year with anime movies. The two biggest ones of the year, two of the biggest anime movies of the year, and he played a character in both of them. So Denji and Makima go on their date, and basically they go movie hopping. Basically they go and see 10 different movies across the day. Which, would that even be possible, to see 10 movies in one day? Like, would that even be physically possible? And on this date, Makima has never looked this good before. For the first time ever, she hasn't got her hair tied up like she normally does. She has her hair completely down. And she looks so good with her hair down. It's weird because there's very rare times where female characters actually don't have their hair tied up and instead have it down, where they actually look better. The only two instances I have of this are Makima and, weirdly, Marge Simpson. I know, very different characters there, but yeah, Marge, when she has her hair down instead of up, she looks so much better that way. So after they see the first 9 movies and they think, well, all these movies sucked ass. But the 10th and final movie they go see has a big emotional moment that makes both Denji and Makima cry, and that was the whole point of the date. So the following day, Denji is internally thinking about Makima. Like, every time he closes his eyes to think about anything, it's Makima. And then it starts pouring down, so he runs into a phone box, and this purple-haired girl also runs into it. And this, of course, is Reze, the big main character of this movie. The movie's literally named after her. So Denji decides to just randomly give her a flower that he got from donating to a cause of children who have been affected by devils. And he takes the flower from the people who are asking for donations, and instead of giving it to Makima, which is what you think he'd do, he just eats it. He just eats the flower, and then later he almost has to cough his own guts up to get the flower back out of his mouth and gives it to Reze. Reze tells Denji that she works at a cafe, and after it stops raining, she heads to the cafe, and somehow he's already there. And this sets up a very large portion of the movie, which sees Denji and Reze just spending time together. And even though they've only just met, Denji's like, "Oh crap, I may just be falling for this girl." And in Denji's defense, if Reze was acting the way towards me as she was towards Denji that so quickly, I probably would have folded just like Denji does. So, no judgment towards Denji from me. I absolutely would have done the same thing as him. So, they end up going to an abandoned school building where two more devils appear. One of them is a typhoon devil who, shocker, creates typhoons and the big rainstorm. Which is how Denji and Reze first met, was caused by the typhoon devil. Then he creates another storm, and then his devil partner tries to kill Reze, only for her to kill him instead. I mean, how friendly she's been acting towards Denji, you know something's up. I mean, the movie's literally named after her. You know that there's going to be something up with her. So after she gets back, she suggests going to a festival with Denji. And the two of them go to it, although in the festival, it shows the two of them like little slideshow montage clips of the two of them with quite very pleasant music playing over them without any talking. Which I would have liked to have seen a little bit more of the two of them at the festival together, but we didn't get that much. Then they get to a very secret spot where Denji is asked by Reze to run away with him. But he's hesitant on doing so because he says he's starting to feel appreciated at work, especially by Makima. Reze figures out that Denji likes someone else, that of course being Makima. And the thing is, she says she basically knows everything about him already, and he just doesn't even question it. Not once does Denji question how Reze knows so much about him already when he hasn't actually told her anything about him. So as the fireworks start going off to close out the festival, Reze kisses Denji. And you'd think, oh, what a romantic, scene. Yeah, this is Chainsaw Man. We don't got time for romance here. As Reze was doing a little bit more than kissing Denji, she rips out his tongue with her teeth. This is where the movie turns. This is where all of the action starts to happen. She rips off his tongue, she bites his tongue out of his mouth. Of course, Studio Mappa, back when, just before Chainsaw Man started airing back in 2022, they said they weren't going to censor any of the gore that was in the manga. And they've stuck to that very well, as they don't censor any of it here either, which is the way it should be. She then slices his neck. So he instinctively thinks, grab the chainsaw cable on his chest and turn himself into the Chainsaw Man. But then she slices his hand off as well. And just in the nick of time to save him before he's killed is Beam, the shark fiend, who was paired up with Denji at the start of the movie. He comes in, saves Denji, takes him to Public Safety HQ. Meanwhile, Aki has spent the whole movie paired up with the Angel Devil, who spends the whole movie talking about wanting to die. For the whole movie, that's all he wants. He can think about. Him wanting to die. So they get Denji. Denji manages to get to the HQ thanks to Beam. And Reze turns back into her normal self because when she turns into the Bomb Devil, her powers are all about explosions, and if you remember to the thumbnail of this video, Reze is wearing some sort of collar around her neck. There's a silver pin on the side of it. That pin turns her into the Bomb Devil. And it's no surprise that she looks a lot worse when she's the Bomb Devil than when she's Reze. So Aki, the Gun Devil, Denji, and Beam all get in a car and just have to escape. They have to get away. Reze chases after them, but Denji decides to just pull. Denji wakes up from being knocked out after all the blood he'd lost. Denji just decides to uses his other hand to pull the chainsaw cable he has on his chest and starts fighting Reze himself. And he is just about able to hold his own, but Reze definitely has the upper hand due to all the damage Denji has already taken. And she does a ton of damage to him, blows off the bottom half of his body, essentially killing him. But a person that Aki Mercy killed gets used for all of his blood, gets poured into Denji, and Denji's able to fight against Reze again. And all of the action scenes in this portion are great. And this movie does not have as much action as you thought it would. I mean, when it does have action, it's almost non-stop until the end of the movie, but until the action starts, this movie actually goes quite a long way without any action, and I actually think that's to the movie's benefit. I think that actually works better in its favour. And I mean, another reason why I like this movie is more than Infinity Castle probably is partly due to the fact that this movie is 55 minutes shorter than Infinity Castle. Yeah, it's nearly an hour shorter than it. Infinity Castle is 2 hours 35. This movie is 1 hour 40. It's funny because I think I said in the Infinity Castle video, my perfect length for a movie is anywhere between 1:30 and 1 hour 30 and 1 hour 50. What is this movie? 1 hour 40, smack bang in the middle. This movie does not overstay its welcome at all, whereas I think the Infinity Castle, just a tiny bit, did overstay its welcome just ever so slightly. So once Denji has all the blood poured in back into him and turns back into a fully powered up Chainsaw Man again, he actually uses Beam, the Shark Fiend, after he turns fully into a shark, because that he can do that, and basically rides him like a flying horse, essentially, to fight Reze. The two of them charge straight at Reze until she blows off Denji's hands again. So Denji's chainsaws are gone, but he realises he worked out that he can actually, if he uses his powers more strategically, he can take Reze down. He learned about this earlier in the movie. How he's only been using the saw parts of his chainsaw and not the chains part. He starts using the chains part of his sword, of his chainsaw, wraps them around Reze and says, "You really shouldn't have taught me how to swim," because earlier on, when they're in the school building at night, Reze teaches Denji how to swim on the roof. So he wraps the chains around himself and Reze and pulls her into the nearby lake as they drop all the way to the bottom of it. The screen fades to black. It wakes up and it's just Denji, Beam, and Reze all sat on the beach just in front of the ocean, in probably the most beautiful shot of the whole movie. It's a zoomed out shot of the three of them just sat there together on the beach, wet with the sun just rising. Absolutely beautiful scene. Then Reze asks why didn't Denji kill her, and he says because if he did, he'd have a niggling feeling in the back of his throat of guilt about doing so. So she says that she could just kill him right now, but he knows she won't. Then she leaves, makes Denji think she's going to kiss him again. I don't quite know what she did. I think she twisted his arm or something, because afterwards he can't move. Then we get to the final scene. Sorry about that. We get to the final scene where Reze is walking back to the cafe that she works at, only to be killed by Makima, with help from the angel devil who Aki saved in all the fighting that was going on early the previous night. The angel said he was fine. The angel devil said he was okay with dying, but Aki was sick to death of seeing people die in front of him. So he's like, it ain't happening today. And then the movie ends. So yeah, as I said earlier on, this movie is freaking fantastic. I don't know, it's probably not still available to watch now in the cinema, but if you have seen it, what do you think? Because this movie was brilliant. So much better than what I was expecting. And that concludes my video covering Chainsaw Man, the Reze arc. If you have enjoyed, please be sure to subscribe, leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and until we meet again, see you in the next one.